Salutations, my fellow dandies. We're in Final Fantasy 47. That's not the right number. We're in Final Fantasy 14. I was thinking about Crisis Core earlier, which is what I don't know why that's come up in my head now. But we're playing Final Fantasy 14. I am very late because I am very tired. This might be a shorter one. I think I might be sick. I'm not sure though. I'm either sick or I'm just tired. Either way, I really need a long sleep. But I wanted to play Final Fantasy. I wanted to, I wanted to see what the deal was with the Faeries. So I'll just go until I go, no, what, my brain's mush. Well, more mush than normal. And then we'll call it a day. Get off that bush, dog. So yeah, we're in... Oh, this place has a weird name. We're in... Lida Loran. We're in here. The Faeries have sort of trapped us, although I can just leave at any point, but they've trapped the others. So we have to do some chores for them before they'll let us leave. So let's go and talk to these Faeries. Now, these Faeries all speak with a sort of Welsh, Celtic-y accent. I can't really do that very well, but I'll try my best. Ooh. Ooh, I get some clothes. Although I'm currently glamoured to look like a soldier because I quite like this. I quite like the cape. But oh, look at me! I have a task for you. Lidralan is our beloved village, and we want it to always look lovely. And it can't look lovely without flowers blooming. And no flower bloom lovelier than ever blooms. So here are some everbloom seeds. Take them and sow them here, there, and everywhere around the village. Simple as a dimple, yes? That is the voice I'm going to use for every single Faerie. Strap in. Strap in. How many quests do I have to do for these guys? Because it looks like there's quite a lot of them. This gets me there. Okay, so I get probably a full set of gear out of this anyway. Mortal, hear my plea. Our precious children are thirsty, and I need you to bring them water. Do they all speak in rhyme, or is that just coincidence? Who are our children, you ask? Well, they're the leaf men you see standing about our village. Okay, they don't all rhyme, that's just a coincidence. Adorable, aren't they? Oh. Now you need to go to Longmirror, take lake to draw the water. Once you have that, see that our children have a good drenching. Oh, but be warned, the Fwaff make their home in the lake. They don't sound very threatening, I'm going to be honest. They tend to play rough, so have care. Okay. Gemstone trader. Oh, and mortal. Purchase something in my shop. Spend your, what do you mortals trade at these shops of yours? Anyhow, shiny rocks or something, I expect. Very well. Spend your shiny rocks here. I can now trade with Suladel. Oh. For a type of currency I don't have. But she has triple triad cards that I don't have. She has a flower basket card and a keeper of the keys. Oh, I'm gonna need to get these. I'm gonna need to get these cards at some point. Dang it, okay. Oh, which reminds me, they've done, let's go get the other quests before I sort of start heading over there to, well, actually, it's not far, let's just go and do it. They're doing Moogle tombstones again. I always keep calling them tombstones in my head. They're doing the Moogle tombstones again. And I've done it once because they had a cool jacket, which I very rarely wear, but is in my rotation. And they let you do the first and second coil of Bahamut, which you could do in like 2 minutes. So it was quite an easy grind compared to some of the other ones. Like one of them is like do the Praetorian, which is easier now. But at the time was a goddamn ball ache. Whoa, it's good, it's fast. Level 82. Oh, dang! That's not happened for a while. That I've been murked by. I've been murked by just some random guy. Was that like? Ow! Dog, where are you? Was that like an event boss or something, or like a special hunter mark or something? That guy's level 80, and I mean I'm only 3 levels lower than him, but he one-shotted me. Ow! God damn! I mean, I guess I'll just head back over there. But goddamn. That hasn't happened for a while. I mean, I die a lot in like dungeons and quests and stuff, but it's been a minute since I got my ass kicked by a just a regular enemy. Those don't open. Yeah, so they're doing they've got the Moogle tombstones going on, and like I said, I've done it once before for the Hellfire jacket, I think it's called. It's got a cool picture of Ifrit on the back, but I haven't been bothered the last couple of times because it might even just been the last time. I can't remember how many have been since. The reward just haven't been there. The special 100 credit reward hasn't been very good. And it isn't very good this time. I don't want a catfish choker. But they have put the Heavenswood raid as one of the things you can do. So it would be a good excuse to go and do the Heavenswood raid, because I haven't done it yet. Oh, I'm so hungry, I might faint. A little fruit will set me alright. Will you go and fetch some for me? Just outside the village you'll find a hillock. 2 great bell trees grow there. If you give them a shake, they should render up their sweet, succulent burdens. That is... I like that as a... I like that as a way of saying, like, oh, if you could just say it'll drop its fruit. But give them its sweet, succulent burdens. Oh... Seeds. Helping us grow flowers, are you? They'll make this house look so much lovelier. I mean, it's already covered in quite a lot of flowers, but there used to be a city of mortals here. A great big bustling place called Vtuber or Bover or some such. But the sin years came and everyone disappeared. Since then, we pixies been living here. We're giving the old houses our touch. Lovely, don't you think? Oh, okay. So I guess the pixies are sort of protected from the light. To some degree. Hang on. Does it want me to go? No, it doesn't. Okay. Yeah, I can ignore those then. Just saw the blue marks on the map. Wondered whether it wanted me to actually go for them anyway or something. But it don't. It don't. Oh, and she's got a 8th current quest and a deep gold earring coffer. I might as well do a quest while I'm here as well. Help me, I beg you. My friend has gone to FFXIV, a place we told we must never ever set foot in. I thought about giving chase, but I'm scared I'll run into that thing. But you're a big, brave man. You're not scared of such things, are you? So please, find and bring back my friend. Ken Guff is their name, and if you hurry, you might catch them before they get to FFXIV. My attempts at doing a Welsh fairy are coming off very, Mrs. Doyle at the moment. From like, oh, will you have another cup of tea, Father? Oh, go on, 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 go on. Right, where does the one go? Over here? Right, my magnificent steed. Through the fields. What am I doing here? Ken! You shouldn't be here, apparently. Aren't you one of Orange's friends? Have you business with me? Oh, you haven't met Orange yet? He's still hanging around somewhere. Lad Ken is worried. Well, that makes all well and good, but when someone tells me not to do something, it only makes me want to do it more. No one could stop me. Okay, don't go home. It's like, oh, now I don't know what to do. I gotta fight something, aren't I? Hopefully it doesn't kill me straight away like the Mudman just did. That was upsetting. Oh, this place is not easy on the eyes, is it? With the chat mode and say, use your keyboard or software keyboard to enter Ken Gyu to call out to the Willful Pixie. I hate these ones. Say. Because if I think that's the keyboard covers what I'm supposed to be saying. I think that's how you spell it. There we go. Just, you know, I know you're trying to mix it up a little bit, but it's fine. I'll just double click on the thing and do the lookout pose for a few seconds while a bar ticks up. Squeal, squeal. Oh my god, it's a giant hamster. It looks delicious. A beaver-like creature? That is not a beaver-like creature. That is a hamster-like creature. I suppose it does have big teeth. Though your beaver speak is a bit rusty, the creature appears to want milk. Well, this could get awkward. However, you see no signs of Ken Gyuf. You resign yourself to bearing the bad news back to Lad Ken. I see no... Okay, it's not following me. I don't see Lad Ken, but also there's a giant beaver that wants milk. Unrelated to your missing friend. Maybe he got turned into a beaver. Maybe he got eaten by the beaver. These are none of my concerns. I only did this mission because I wanted the Aetherite current. Aether current. So that later I can fly around here. Later on, if I find out there's a triple triad card behind your quest, I'll come back. But otherwise, I probably won't. Unfortunately. This game has too much game. I can't do everything. It really is, like, sickly, isn't it, this area? Like, it's just so, like, completely oversaturated. It's just, ugh, I hate being here. It might just be me being ill, but it's part of it. It just does really, I don't like looking at this place. Oh, I can't wait for the flowers to bloom. Perhaps I'll make pretty curtains out of them. I didn't ask. Just driving over the flowers in my car. Screw your flowers! I have to get to the beach. Ow. Okay, I need to get in a good wide berth around that mud man. Undine, chill. Okay, don't spot me. Yeah, he must be like a rare mark or something. It's a Fawath prankster. Oh, they're adorable. They look like Snivies. But they're wearing little waistcoats. Oh, and they rib it when I kill them. Adorable. This is why we don't like the humans here. We went to great lengths to plant all these flowers, and you just show up in your friggin' FF6 mech and break it all. Oh, wait, what do I need to do over here? This is... I'm just trying to think, like, on some of the other quests that I've been given. And this is, does sort of go... Is this sort of, like, very high on the sort of... like, actual chores now. Like, it's planting seeds and watering the plants is one step below cleaning my room. I want you to take the rubbish out and empty the dishwasher. If you do that, I suppose I can tell you how to access our temple. It's like, really? It's like, oh, it's well worth it. I always just hate taking the mugs out of the dishwasher. Because sometimes they got that horrible, like, gross... Like, even when you turn them upside down, they still got that sort of gross pool of water in the bottom of them, and... Oh, ugh. Oh, yeah, do it. Do it and you can access our holy temple. Of course, that said, given how many of these quests have resulted in me being attacked by something... I'm inclined to think these fairies are trying to get me killed. Like, oh yeah, now go into that long grass over there. You should be fine. Where it's shaking. Where it's shaking. Go over there and just kick your feet around a bit. In fact, yeah, shaking the trees to get the fruit got me attacked. Getting the water sent me next to a really dangerous enemy. And... Oh yeah, getting the water got me attacked. It was only the planting the seeds, really, that didn't get me attacked by anything. You've given water to our children. Thank you ever so much. They're all very dear to us. They wandered into Ilmeg as stray mortals, but we grew attached to them and decided to take them in. You and yours would have been our children too, but the enchantment didn't catch as well as we'd hoped. It's never too late, of course. Oh, God. These plants are people. That's kind of dark. I'm beginning to see now why these fairies suck. Done so in the seeds. Thank you. Ashab lives a land live up to its name, which means flower house, in case you weren't aware. We weren't always here, you know. We used to live deep in a lush forest. It was beautiful beyond compare, but almost all of it was swallowed up by the light. For a while we roamed, but eventually we found a place that men had abandoned. Together with our fellow Fae folk, we decided to make it our new home. A land of everlasting spring. This is our home, and it could be yours too, forever and ever and ever. Just give me my things. Give me my things, you horrible flying rat. Oh, so hungry. Did you get the fruit? Oh, thank you ever so much. You've saved me. Yeah, saved me from my boredom. You should have seen the look on your face when the bugs came down. But you've done me a great service, mortal. If there's one thing we pixies are serious about, it's having fun. Dull and painful, boring things. Hate them. Sin-eaters are dull and painful both, so we hate them especially. You mortals try to fight those monstrosities, but there's no fun in that. Best avoid them altogether, we say. Yeah, okay, I quite like the fairies. Starting to go off of them quite quickly, though. As just immortal pricks. I feel like I need to go God of War on them and just wipe them out. You're back. Where's Ken Guff? Please tell me Ken Guff is alright. He ignored me and then there was a walrus. No, beaver. What? Against your warning, they went to Fizzle where you found only a strange animal. And the tales are true. Oh, Ken Guff, why didn't you listen? Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't assume the worst yet. Maybe there's still hope. I just need to stay calm and think things through. Yeah, I don't care. I only did that quest because I was in the area and you had an Aether Current, so I'm done now. Goodbye. Shazam. Right. I have done all of the quests. All of your menial tasks. Now give me my Urianger. How goes it, Jack? So, a mix of menial tasks and pranks. Yes, that pretty much sums up my own experience. They have no troubles worthy of of the name. How long are we supposed to keep at this? They're clearly playing with us. Indeed, when I inquire how much more there is to be, the answer is ever the same. A little. I doubt they have any intention of releasing us in the near future. Urianger once told me a story about the pixies. They're born from the souls of those who died as children, or so it's believed. Though they don't have memories of their previous lives, the desire to have fun remains imprinted on their souls. And so they live only to play, keeping hapless mortals for their pleasure for years on end, sometimes even until death. Yes, children are terrible. In the past, when I sought to identify the true nature of ghosts, I came upon literature examining a similar subject. The soul was likened to a core that resides in the ether, and its presence is what differentiates us from such beings as sprites and arcane entities. Once upon death, said core ordinarily dissipates alongside the ether that composes the flesh. However, it may be held together and bound to the corporeal realm, either by the will of its owner or by means of certain arts. In time, the soul may regather ether unto itself to assume another form, or find newly emerged life in which to abide. The pixies may be one such instance of this. If ghosts are merely souls without bodies, what does that make us? I think you've become that which you fear most, brother dearest. And she's not wrong. You're, astral projecting all over the place. However, the pixies may have come into being. If we leave them to judge when they are satisfied, they will never be satisfied. Nay, we must negotiate new terms with the creatures, but where to begin? It seems to me we would need at least one among them to sympathize with us. In the course of your chores, did any of you encounter a pixie who seemed even faintly amenable to reason? Oh yeah, my transport pixie, postage pixie, mailing pixie, I was going to say. I was going to say male pixie, but that just made it sound like just a male as opposed to a female pixie. What? You knew a pixie from before? Not only are you acquainted, but you've entered into a pact. You might have mentioned this sooner. At any rate, I dare to hope this will offer us a way out. Without further delay, then summon this Feo, if you please. Within the chat mode and say, use your keyboard. Oh, God damn it. I just... Alright, Feo. Oh, what, the designated location. Salutation, Stone. Good to see you. I hope you're fine and dandy. There you go. A voice rings out in your mind. So, my sapling has finally remembered about his lovely branch. But with such a half-hearted call, he may as well lock me off and cast me aside. Humph, I have no sapling. Okay. What do I need to do now? Oh, God damn it. I have to type like a whole friggin' sentence now. Please. Fail. Comma. Oh, I can barely read the text because of the flowers as well. I need you. Is that your idea of a fervent call? A sodden log could do it with more fire. Oh, God damn it. Nervous about the meeting on Monday. Just try and put it out of your mind. As you say, either way, you can go back to college, so... nothing to fret about. God damn it. Oh... loveliest... of branches... Is there a comma? There's a comma. Please grant me your... Is it 2 C's for suckle? Here it is. Imagine she just sat there going, what's taking him so long to say anything? He's just composing the sentence in his head. I think I put a double space at the start. There we go. Thank God. Typing's really hard enough on the controller, let alone when I can't read the prompt.
You're late.
You're right there. It sounded like you were stifling a sneeze.
I've been waiting for you to summon me ever since you came here. Waiting and waiting and waiting. But my sapling didn't so much as utter my name. Such a heartless thing he is. Cold and cruel and heartless!
Busy!
Another self-important little brat. Just what we need.
Reminds me of my childhood.
All right, I'm sorry. It was a joke. Honestly, just a joke.
Ah, Alpha, no, you're still a child.
Just now you called for me so earnestly, so fervently. I couldn't possibly stay angry at you. Very well. As your lovely branch, I will lend you my strength.
Alright. Beat up these three.
Well, well, well. If it isn't Phil, the mold Phil. It's been too long.
How did you pronounce that? Malflume? Mad Bloom's a cool title, though.
Not to think of any new games, though, apparently. If I were you, I'd be bored of myself. Now let me make something clear. That mortal is mine. No matter what you do, he will never be yours. Never, never, ever!
Oh, not even a bit. But what about the others? Surely we can keep them.
No, you can't keep them either. They're for my amusement and mine alone. And if you lay so much as a finger on my sapling, I'll scatter the contents of his bag all over your precious village.
Yeah, I've got, like, shit in there from 2 years ago.
There'll be cold, hard metal, furry, festering food, stinky, sweaty small clothes, and all manner of other terrible, unmentionable things. How would you like that,
All right. But will you not at least let us play with the twins? Just while the others go and see Urianger?
Aye, that's all we ask. And we promise we'll play nicely.
It seems we won't be joining you.
Aye! We'll reveal the hidden Fernic to you at once.
Why do they randomly speak in, I'm guessing, Gaelic? I don't know that it's Gaelic for sure, but given the accent, I'm guessing it's Gaelic. Oh, this is much
So this is the
less annoying on the eyes now. Yeah, this is much more palatable.
How are you feeling?
Better. I think I remember the way now.
Apologies for the delay. Shall we go and see Urianger?
Your lovely branch is useful, yes? So whenever you're in trouble, you must remember to make use of me!
Fine. Next time I'm fighting a primal, I'll call you in and see what you can do. It's like, alright, you wanted me to make use of you. Go and beat up a mega weapon. It's like, no. Well, for no analysis' sake, let's just be quick. It would be a shame to return only to find they had been made to play one game too many. Now the place we seek is the abandoned manor of the nobleman and scholar. The Bookman Shelves, it's called, after the fellow's vast collection of tomes. An agreeable habitat for our friend, I'm sure you'll agree. If we follow the path north, we should soon find the place. Come along. Oh, I finally get to meet Urianger. That means there's only Y'shtola left that we haven't found now out of the Scions, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this place is much nicer now that it's not looking like a horrible white glow everywhere. Like my eyes, I was already tired, and that was just agony on my eyes. Attainmouth. That's just a palette swap of another enemy, I'm sure. I'm sure there was a giant moth like that where the Mughals lived. Oh, but they've got morphos too. They got purple and blood morphos. They're like Vervillians. I don't know why I'm walking. Or why I'm walking without sprinting. And there's a hawker. Okay. It's shame there's so many, like... There's so many good monster designs in this, and then I just spend most of my time running past and ignoring them. Because I'm always over-leveled for every area. And I very rarely get quests to just go and kill, like, 3 dudes. Like, go and kill 3 of these things as part of the, like, MSQ anymore. And here we are at long last. I give you Orangier's humble abode. Come, let's see if he's home. I wonder if Oranger will be happy to see me. He's doing alright for himself, isn't he? I bet he's quite happy over here.
Are you in?
Unto a world weary of heroes, a hero wends his way.
You talking about me or
The
yourself?
Exarch did send word that thou wouldst seek me out, but ne'er did I imagine thou wouldst arrive so soon.
Oh,
Full glad am I to see thee once more, my friend, and none the worse for thy travails.
he's no longer wearing his hood and goggles. He's just looking like a dude now.
Run along, Minfilia. We will meet you outside.
But
Grown-ups are talking.
Another one for you to imbue, if you'd be so kind.
I take it thou hast met with our other comrades already?
Mostly. Like, everyone but your Stoller, I think.
That Master Alphino and Mistress Alize now travel in thy company is of great comfort to me. As for the rest...
It is of no comfort to me.
It beginneth in earnest. The hunting of the Light Wardens, and perforce the war with Yulmore. Hark thee then to my words, and through them behold the vision that I did glimpse, that of the 8th Umbral Calamity.
Oh, I hate to see what actually happens now.
As I drifted hither to the first, traversing the boundary twixt reality and potentiality, I did bear witness to events yet to come.
Wait, are we going to see it, or is Uranger just going to tell us? Okay, we are going to see it. Cool.
There I saw the combined forces of Eorzea and the Far East offering fierce resistance to the legions of Garlemald. So fierce, in fact, that they did begin to push the enemy back. Ilm by painful Ilm at first, then Yalm by Yalm, and Malm by Malm in time.
Then Kalm by Kalm, and Silm by Silm, then Palm by Palm, and you get the picture.
Yet the joy they felt was short-lived, for in so doing they did force the Empire's hand. Faced with defeat, the Garleans turned to a weapon most vile. Black Rose. Its potency defied all reckoning. Once released,
Oh no, the snake
gas
ladies!
took on a life of its own, wreaking untold carnage not only in Eorzea, but in the provinces of the Empire besides.
Like, release
From
this
fighters
gas!
upon the front lines to babes in their beds, none were spared. And as the casualties became too numerous to count, so did the fabric of civilization begin to unravel.
Quickly, release this poisonous bioweapon into the air in massive quantities. Sir, the wind's blowing back. It's like, oh god, how did we not think this through?
Nor did the land itself escape unscathed. for spreading from the site of its release, Black Rose brought death to the very soil. To survive amidst the chaos and upheaval, men came to live by the sword, the rule of law giving way, inevitably, to the rule of might.
Oh, well, I'll be alright then.
Thus was the spark struck and the fire kindled, and swiftly did it spread as a blaze in a field of straw to engulf every corner of the world. Nations worthy of the name did then cease to exist. And those souls brave and true who might have risen to restore order
were tired and sleepy. I love the idea that I'm wearing like reasonable clothes in this one. If I was wearing something ridiculous in this cutscene, that Oriange just has this incredibly serious vision of the past, of the future even, of...
were no more. For the weapon spared not one, not even thee.
just this really serious vision of all of his friends dying and the world ending. And I'm just there wearing like flip-flops, a thong, and a Moogle head or something, and otherwise completely naked. And then just this cut of Oriange staring out over my corpse with the light shining down on me. It's enough to make someone go into the... It's enough to make someone go into their inn and recreate this cutscene with exactly that in mind.
An endless age of war, begotten by the blight of Black Rose. Such is the legacy of the 8th umbral calamity which I did behold.
So, I guess...
No matter the cost, we must forestall this tragedy.
I guess Astinian and... the Guardian mold guy failed to stop the Black Rose. So should I just leave? Should I just go back to... Should I just go back to Eorzea and help them with the Black Rose? Because it seems to me that's the thing that sort of starts it all off.
I have labored during my sojourn in this world, discovering in so doing the answer to a pressing mystery. That of Black Rose's inexplicable potency. Come. Dost thou recognize yonder chart?
No. Honestly. Salutations, Stratus. Good to see you. It's a chart of the elements, apparently.
Indeed. 'Tis a rendering of the elemental wheel, such as one might find in classrooms across the source.
I would get here right when he says come. Well, you know how to time it.
As the chart maketh plain, our world is composed of 6 elements, in addition to which there exist 2 poles in fundamental opposition.
So that's light and darkness, is it?
Astral, the active. Umbral, the passive.
Light and darkness.
As a reflection of the source, the first naturally compriseth the selfsame forces. Yet, curiously, there is a notable divergence in their nomenclature. To be specific, the denizens of this world employ not the terms astral and umbral. Thus was I moved to inquire what names said forces had been assigned. A simple question which yielded a most unexpected answer.
I don't know, sun and moon, X and Y, black and white, scarlet and violet. Which Pokemon game is it?
Upon demanding the name of the pole aligned with activity and growth, I was told that as life's myriad colors combine to produce black, the people of the first had called it darkness. At this, did my mind begin to race. Yet 'twas only when I asked what name had been given to the pole aligned with passivity that mine eyes were opened to the truth. Peace and tranquility being as purest white, unmarred by color, I was told it had been given the name of light.
Oriange really does say a lot to just when he could have just said light and darkness. Those 2 whole paragraphs just to say they call Umbra and Astral light and darkness here.
That's umbral light and astral darkness, yes? I'm no etherologist, but it strikes me that the nomenclature of the first is rooted in the generation of the 2 forces, while our own appears to focus on their effects. Which makes one wonder, have we had it backwards all this time?
'Tis indeed a compelling question, and one which beareth closer examination. Yet what knowledge we already possess sufficeth to explain the chain of events. The phenomenon of etheric thinning observed in the source is the consequence of light, the power of stasis, flowing in from the first to stifle the movement of ether within the land.
Theatre kid joins the army. It really is. It's like, we should send Oriange into space. I feel like he'd be good there.
And according to
maybe
Master Alpha,
maybe next expansion.
Black Rose slayeth by halting the circulation of ether within living beings. Should such a weapon be unleashed even as the first were rejoined, replete as it is with light,
We would have a disaster of untold proportions on our hands. A calamity. Well, at least we have a better grasp of what we're facing. Our objective, however, remains unchanged. We are to eliminate the Light Warden of Ilmeg. Speaking of which, were you able to ascertain its whereabouts?
Aye. 'Tis all but certainly ensconced within Leergear, the castle which standeth in the midst of the lake. To enter said stronghold, we must needs turn to the Pixies for aid. Fortunately, I have become quite adept at courting their cooperation.
Haven't turned into a plant man
Henceforth shall I
yet.
accompany you, and do all in my power to ensure that my vision doth not come to pass.
God. Thanks, Oriange. Oriange joins the party. Oh, and he's giving me food. I might actually take the food this time rather than the... Wait, silver pieces? 500? Yeah, I'll take the food this time. My friend, ere I speak of the task at hand, there is a question I would pose to thee. What thinkest thou of mine appearance? Did you lose weight? Did I lose weight? If 'tis of flesh thou speakest, I cannot rightly say. However, in taking up astrology, I may have shed with some yarns of fabric. My present attire better suiteth the art. Though the night be lost behind the shroud of blinding light, doubt not that the stars still shine still. I have chosen to avail myself of their guidance, that I might navigate the sea of uncertainty that stretcheth before us. But enough of myself. Let us now speak of our task. As I did mention, if we are to enter Lingia, I know I pronounced this a second ago, but I didn't think you were going to say it again. Ligia, we must needs gain the Pixies' cooperation. This is a simple matter of presenting them unto them a suitable gift. I should procure a selection of viands and... Yeah, viands that shall please their palates. Thancred, pray assist me in this endeavour. But where of light, you just sit on the stairs over there. Meanwhile, Jack, I bid thee obtain that which will please their eyes. In these parts there abideth a Vilekin, known for its beauteous wings. The hawker I shall lend thee a replacement in which thou mayest capture a weakened specimen. Why do you talk like this, Oriange? Irritating man. Why do women always do this? He wants me to pay him a compliment. Oh. Oh, you're Oriange's friend, are you? Will you not lend me a hand? You see, Oriange's home is drab and dull, and I've a mind to decorate it, make it bright and beautiful. If you were to help out, I'd make it all the more special. First of all, we need some whirlweeds, a pretty little plant that grows in the water. We usually trade with the Fuath for it, but as soon as you can swim, you can harvest some for us. You should be able to find the weed in the lake where there's a sunken church. While you take care of this, I'll go and pick us lots and lots of beautiful flowers. Afterward, let's meet back here for decorating. See you soon. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll go do that in a minute. Figure I might as well pick these up while I'm here. Saves me doing them later. Meh. Poison me. Did I get a Hawker Wing? Oh, I needed to capture a weakened one. I didn't read the quest properly. Alright, let's try that again. It's been a while since I've done one of these ones. One more should do it. There we go. There you go. I mean, that's some funky music playing, but... It's dead now. Well, it's not dead. It's captured for, I don't know why... Oriange wants to pull the wings off of it. So I don't know why he wants a live one. It's like, I mean, I could kill it and take the wings off it myself. It's like, no, no. No, I want to pluck the wings from it myself. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, weirdo. FF14 sub ran out. Oh, okay. I was thinking about how I really, like in hindsight, I really didn't need to pay for a sub for the first, like, 100 hours of this game. I should have just used the free sub to get me through to Heavensward. I have spent so much money on this game over the last year, unnecessarily. I mean, don't get me wrong, buying the sunglasses and stuff, happy to do that. But, yeah, it was a lot of months of subscription time. And most of the reason I did it is because I was like, oh, but I want to get the costumes for being subscribed for a long time. And then I wore all of those costumes, like, once. Huh, that's pretty easy. Although I noticed this isn't the end of the quest, so maybe not that easy. Unless she just makes me actually put the whirlweed down around Urianger's house somewhere. It's so sad having a flying mount that can't fly. Oh, there you are. Did you manage to find the whirlweeds? Oh, look at these lovelies. I'll enchant these at once. Make it so they can grow outside the water, and then plant them here and there. I want you to decorate with these snug blooms. As to where they should go. Ah, yes, the stairs. That's a dull spot. That's ripe for some cheer. When you've finished, come and let me know. Urianger, don't mind me. A stranger outside told me that you needed your house decorated. And I had zero reason to not just trust them blindly. So I find out that Snug Bloom, like... oh, they are pretty. They are nice looking, actually. But they spew out pollen, for which Urianger is deathly allergic. Tee-hee-hee, marvellous! This is sure to put a smile on Urianger's scowly face, and then I'd want to stay here forever and ever and ever. You're welcome to stay too, of course. There's plenty of room for you all and all your friends. No. Swat the thing out of the sky like a large bird? I guess regular-sized bird. Thou art returned. Wert thou able to capture a hawker? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was busy decorating your stairs with flowers. I got distracted. I get distracted easily sometimes. A truly magnificent set of wings. I shall treat them at once to make fast to their vibrant colours. Will you kill the thing before you start, like... taxiderming it? No! No. Thancred too shall return anon, upon which I shall take a shot, upon which I shall ready all the items for presentation. Pray take thine ease meanwhile. But you mean sit down, chill out for a bit.
"'Tis done. The pixies shall be well pleased with these gifts. Ah, lest I forget.
Oh, it's a Ascian killer.
White auracite, newly forged for thy use.
Hopefully it's okay that they went for a swim. Oh, right, yeah. It's supposed to be alive. That can breathe underwater like you. It's fine, it was in its Pokeball. You know, it's like when you take a Charizard underwater. It's fine, it doesn't mind.
Our mission being to thwart a rejoining, we will most assuredly cross paths with those who crave the contrary. Our eternal enemies.
If all my marmot steaks stayed dry in my pocket, then I'm sure the weird bug creature I caught in them, it will be fine too.
Thus did I choose to abide in this ether-rich land, the better to fashion a trap for the Ascian's essence.
Yeah, could you have made more than one? You know how many Ascians there are, right? Also, Solus is here for some reason. Can we just...
May I come in now?
Can I use that on him?
You may indeed, assuming you've finished.
I did as you asked.
That's my girl, thank you.
Oh, she got a head pat. Okay, you're lingering. There you go.
I should probably explain. Though my body remained behind in the source, its limitations saw fit to accompany me. Which is to say, I cannot manipulate ether. I took up the gunblade for its defensive advantages, but on account of my little impairment, I cannot imbue the ammunition myself. Luckily for me, Minfilia has quite a talent for it.
Ah, I see. So you keep her around because she's useful, not because you want her.
Minfilia,
I understand.
Once we set forth, we are not like to return for some while. If thou wouldst choose tomes to take with thee, let it be now.
Well, but Homeboy is such a nice guy. Oh yeah, no, Solus seems like such a great dude.
Really? May I?
I can't wait to fight him as a boss
Of course, my dear.
at the end of a
Yet
massive
take care thou dost not add
end of
overmuch to
expansion
thy
dungeon.
burden, lest I incur Thancred's ire. Hast thou spoken to him of thine encounter with the Minfilia of Eld?
Well, I suppose now is as good a time as any.
Since you brought it up.
As you know, I freed young Minfilia from captivity in Yulmore some 3 years past. Not long after, the two of us journeyed to the south of Armareng, to the edge of the Empty, where the flood was halted. 'Twas there that she awakened. The Minfilia of old. My Minfilia.
Ah, hang on, shut up. I'm echoing. This is easier. I can just see what happened firsthand now.
Tell me, what must I do to bring you back?
My dearest Thancred, as I am now, I am no different from an Ascian. This child is but a vessel. One of many I have used that I might spread word of her enduring blessing and preserve the flame of hope. In my name, each has died, never having lived her own life. I have taken enough from these children. I will take no more.
But what of your suffering? Your sacrifice? This isn't fair! I will not stand for it. I cannot! There must be something we can do. Tell me!
We could
Should the
clone
day
you a
come when
body.
This child grows weary of fighting and wishes to cast it all aside.
We could clone you a new body, maybe make it a bit older. That seemed to work for Solus.
Then shall I take up her burden. But should she wish instead to become the master of her own destiny, then shall I bequeath to her my all. Imbued with the strength that I reserve for rebirth, she may come to wield my powers as her own.
And what of my wishes? What of Flamine's? What of all the people who love and care for you and want nothing more than to see you again?
Shrug.
It is not their decision to make. It is hers. This child's. This Minfilia's. You have ever watched over me, Thancred. Now I ask that you do the same for her. Protect her. Teach her. Stand by her as you stood by me.
Try not to fall in love with this one. The age difference is weird.
There is much and more she does not know. She needs a guide to show her the ways of the world, or she will never find her own path. When the time comes, you will find me here. Until that day.
Minfilia, wait!
What happened?
Seriously, let's just clone her a body. It can't be that hard. I bet Urianger does some cloning in his spare time. He seems like the sort.
And then she was gone. Minfilia, the girl, claims to have no recollection of any of it. I have told her many things. Where we came from, what we fight for. But of that day, I have not spoken.
This is a medieval-esque world, so the age difference is actually normal. Yeah, but I think the age difference in medieval times was only such because people only lived until they were like in their 40s or 50s. Plus, didn't you get at me when I was talking about the age difference between Raoban and Nanamo? There's only 23 years. I think the difference here is less, actually, because Thancred, I think, is in his 30s. I mean, Minfilia looked to be about sort of Alphino's age. It's still weird, though. You got to apply the French rule, and if the French rule doesn't apply, it's weird. How do you want this to end?
With the coming of another possessed of the blessing of light, the first hath begun to rise up in defiance of its fate. The question remaineth, however, who shall take up the flame of hope which Minfilia hath borne for so long? Whether we will it or no, the choice must soon be made.
I'll do it. I got nothing else on.
I'm sorry I took so long. It was so hard to choose. In the end, I settled on just the one.
That is well. Now, if all is in order, let us set forth for Leader Loran.
Leader Loran, ran, rockin' around. The leader ran, rockin' around. A leader ran, rockin' around. Woo! Oh, I'm tired. Let's go, Papa. Oh, hang on. Am I just going back over to the... Oh, let's just fast travel then. Save myself a couple of minutes. Oh, we weren't expecting you all back so soon. We had scarcely begun playing with the twins. That said, your gifts are truly wonderful. Let me tell you, the milk and honey and biscuits won't last a day, and the wings are the loveliest we've ever seen. You've done us a great kindness, and it's Fae custom to return the gesture. If you desire anything of us, you need but name it. Fine, give me some of your, Your caramels. Yes. Yes. Actually, I should probably take the broad bean soup. But I want caramels, but piety does nothing for me. Let's get some bean soup then. I just pour the soup into my pockets. Nice. I'll eat it when I need to. So, what is it that you desire? Rusty old coins like you mortals are wont to collect, perhaps? We are resolved to vanquish the Light Warden of this land. To that end, we desire entry to Lai Galan. What a strange thing to wish for. You might as well wish for your death. But if that is what you want, who are we to argue? Very well, I shall speak with the others. I feel like the fairies should make some noise from sort of like their wings beating. You've clearly been busy, Orange. Would you be so kind as to tell us what we've missed? So that was the purpose of the gifts. Is there anything else you can tell us about this Light Warden? Aye, my lady. By circumstances most tragic, the Light Warden of this land is our king and ruler, Titania. Very Shakespearean. It was not always so, of course. Our king fought the first Light Warden that threatened our home, you see. Fought it and won. That's the wrong voice. But all the horrible light that came out and went and corrupted them, turning them into a new Light Warden. Now they're king only in name, nor the remains of the wise and just ruler that used to be. We had no choice but to seal them in the castle. The magic for breaking the seal we divided into 4, and wove into each a different relic, to be kept apart until the time was right. And this dress is one of them. It's been in our safekeeping for years and years, but we decided to entrust it to you. On account of the cookies and milk you gave us. Are you sure? Of course, custom demands it. Though you're most certainly going to your deaths, we thought we should at least let you try. That way we get to watch what happens. We get to watch the humans kill themselves. Of course, you can't break the seal unless you have the other relics too. The shell crown is with the Fuath, the stone scepter is with the Numo, and the crystal shoes are with the Amaro. Good luck finding them all. You didn't say anything about this. The fact thus disclosed confirm mine own understanding. Our quest lieth now before us. We shall put together an ensemble, and then we shall make either Alasay or Minfilia wear it. Or possibly Alphino. In fact, I think it would be hilarious to make Alphino wear the dress and shoes. Let's do that. First, let us heed to the lake, there to claim the shell crown from the Fuath. If we call to them before the untouchable gate, they will answer. I'll wear it. Ah. That's delightful too in its own way. Alright, I thought we were going to do the dungeon. But I guess we're going to do some quests before we do the dungeon. I said at the start it might be a shorter stream because I am exhausted. But I wanted to play some Final Fantasy this weekend. Because I'm a little bit under the weather. So I will endeavour for a little bit longer. But yeah, this might be on the shorter side today, unfortunately. Because I'm struggling a little bit. Just a little bit to stay awake. I've been burning the candle at both ends this week. It's just coming up to Christmas. Like, I didn't help. I mean, it was lovely, but I didn't help that I had my staff lunch yesterday, because it was like, I really needed yesterday to get some stuff done, and then I lost like half of my day going to the staff lunch. Like I said, it was lovely. It was the first time I'd seen some of the people in person for like 2 years. So it was nice. We had a good. Well, actually, the food was kind of rubbish, which was a shame. They're normally quite good food, but their Christmas menu was just lackluster. Like, it was so bad, I bought a sandwich on the way home because I was still hungry. Hearken to me, O spirits of the water. We are come with an entreaty. Not in the talkative mood, apparently. I'm not exactly sure how the gate works. But if the Firth are water spirits, perhaps we should take our search into the lake. Oh, I suppose a brief dip wouldn't hurt. Can Alfredo not swim? We all know that Thancred swims like an eel, but what about you, Minfilia? I can swim well enough. Thancred taught me. I'm the only one who can breathe underwater, though, aren't I? Oh no, Alice and... Wait. Alice might be able to breathe... Who was with me when I went to... It was Yugiri. Yeah, none of you can breathe underwater like me, can you? Excellent. What about you, Riange? I'm not sure I've ever asked. I can, but I don't want to get my clothes wet. Rather than swim, mayhap it would be more expeditious to walk upon the surface by means of magic. You too, Ariange, that you should be a kindred spirit. Worry not, my friend, I know some helpful tricks, and I should be more than happy to share them with you. Together we shall conquer the waves. I don't know what a watery voice would sound like. Well, aren't we a lively lot? You have an entreaty for us, you say? An entreaty from mortals? What an entreaty? Aye, my comrades and I are on quest to vanquish the Light Warden. To that end, we would humbly beg the loan of the Shell Crown, which we are given to understand is in the safekeeping of your people. Oh, no, of course, you may have it, you shall have it. Just like that. What do you want from us? Oh, no need to be so suspicious. The crown simply doesn't mean much to us, is all. As a matter of fact, nothing means much to us. For it's over before it's begun, and we couldn't care less what becomes of the Fairy King, nor the world for that matter. we're all emos. Having said that, we do seldom have mortal visitors, and it would seem a shame not to make the most of you. Touch the untouchable gate, and come hither to our domain, Donberg. In your tongue it means forbidden realm. Sounds forbidding, yes? So it would, for we are one with the water. Our home wrought of ripples and waves and currents. Find your way through. Give us thrilling sport and we will give you the crown. Ah, we're gonna go play some blitzball. Oh yeah, this is a dungeon. Okay. Fair enough. Stras, are you in a position to help with this, or should I just go with the NPCs? Because, nope. Okay, I shall NPC it. That's fine. Who have I got with me, then? Okay, so I've got... Well, this is a pretty good... Yeah, I went... Well, I don't... Alice is a red mage, so I don't really need her. And Alphino, I took Alphino last time. So let's take my, I've just noticed that so many of the Scions have white or blonde hair. We need a bit of, like... I mean, Philia was blonde, and Y'shtola's got white hair as well. Why do so many of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have such light hair? Where are all the brunettes? Where's all the anime hair? They're good. No, we'll go with Thancred, Urianger, and Minfilia then. I think we'll do this quest. We'll do this dungeon and then call it a night because, like I said, I'm struggling a little bit. I would have liked to have knocked out the entire sort of fairy quest line in one go, but I started over an hour late and I'm tired, so you know, we'll split it up. It'll be fine. Maybe next week I'll start wearing my Christmas clothes for the rest of December. Make it a bit more festive. I bought them last year and then didn't play over Christmas because of Endwalker. So it'd be nice to get some use out of them. I like the theme of this dungeon so far. It's very Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, the NPCs, it's a little slower than doing it with CPU, with human characters, but I do get to keep everything from chests, so... Plus, it's way easier to learn, like, doing it last week, it's a lot easier to figure out, like, the mechanics of the boss, because they all move in unison. So it's like, oh, everyone's running over here to this far corner of the map. That's probably where I need to be. It's delightful. It's a lovely little tutorial for each dungeon. NPCs are programmed to mess mechanics sometimes. Really? They were really good last week. They all ran around in a clockwise direction to avoid the whatever it was. Well, it was the Light Warden's attacks. Yeah. Oh, we killed it, Ryanje. Calm down. It's like that. This calls for my ultimate. Oh, it's dead. Well, never mind. Never mind. I'll just put it back in my pocket. Oh, a Crimson Morpho, a Cadmian Morpho, and a Violet Morpho. They really are like Pavilions. I've been thinking about my new setup for when I move to because I've been trying to think, like, the best way to position all my consoles. Because I normally stream, but I'm gonna... Because I use them to stream, but I also want to be able to play them in the living room, because I'm going to buy a big TV. So I don't know whether to put them in the living room and then have a wire coming from the living room to here. Or maybe, like... I do have, like, a Xbox Series S and a PS4. So I could keep the Xbox Series S and PS4 in my stream room and stream it. I wonder what the... Whether they, like... I wonder how they look. You know? Whether it's... I guess I just have to find out, and then if it sucks, I'll just put a wire. Like a 10-meter long HDMI cable. And then, suffer with a little bit of input lag. But one of the good things I am planning doing is getting a wireless. So I got this mouse, which is wireless, but you can plug it into you can get like multiple dongles, and then press a button on the bottom to switch it between multiple different computers. And so I'm planning on getting a keyboard that does the same. So whenever I need to friggin' type anything in this game, I can just switch my normal keyboard into a FF14 keyboard. I was thinking about it whilst I was doing those, trying to call on my fairy earlier. And I was like, this would be really easy if I could just type this stuff. So... Alice, for instance, can get overly aggressive and choose not to dodge an AoE to do more DPS. Oh, that's interesting. That's actually, like, in character as well. Like, I feel like Urianger being older probably doesn't make as many mistakes as Alice and Alphino being younger. Yeah, these dungeons really do take quite a lot longer, don't they, when you got NPCs? Oh, it's one of the big snivies.
I'll show you.
Oh, I see. Don't stand on the, Okay, alright. Don't stand anywhere near them. Okay, let's try that again. Sorry, I kind of screwed the pooch on that one, guy. Oh, no, that's to exit. Where's the shortcut? Is there no shortcut? Oh, dang it. I have to run all the way back through. Taunted with the boss music still playing. Hang on. Sorry, guys. I kind of screwed the pooch on that one. I should have just stood... I should have just moved to where Urianger was and stood there. Well, at least we get to listen to the music for a little while. Okay. Try that again. Now I'm just gonna go stand where Urianger goes. Oh, stack up. Thancred, you got a stack. You are not a team player. Oh yeah. Urianger knows what he's doing. This works out. You're not going to stack, Thancred. I'm going to make you stack.
My time has not yet come.
I'm doing damage, Ross. I guess the trick is just to go where one just was. Alright, well, this is dead. Boop. And I get... Alright, bye, dude. And I get the treasure. The Vtuberite Gauntlets of Scouting. Oh, yeah, can't use those.
Prepare yourself.
I like that Urianger summons cards above his head now. It's like I'm playing a roguelike. Not a roguelike, a deck builder. That's what I meant to say. I don't know if that's how the Astrologian actually plays, but... There we go. I'm beginning. I can see why. Oh, bees. I can see why tanks normally just run on ahead and scout like several groups of enemies in one. Because yeah, this does take a while, doesn't it? Weirdly, this music is quite Christmassy. It's very sort of like what's the like Gumdrop? What's the name of the song I'm thinking of? Anyway, it reminds me that I need to do some holiday shopping because it's a lot closer to Christmas than I thought it was. And I realised, and I haven't done any Christmas shopping yet. So, it's due. Astrologian has tarot cards, does it? Okay. And then I just, like... Do you draw the card, and then the card, like, you do, like, a random effect based on the card you draw? Or... Is it just, like... visual, like it's just that the spells are cards, but you actually choose which card to use for which scenario. Draw gives you one of 3 cards, and each card has a different buff. Okay, so it's a little bit random, but not quite as, like... It's not like Kate's slot machine in Final Fantasy VII, where you just, like, you had a whole variety of prizes to win. Oh, it used to have more. Okay. I guess, yeah, being too random is not useful. Unless all the buffs, I suppose, are, like, useful, but in different ways. Which, with 8 cards, probably is quite hard to do. I think, so Crisis Core, the remaster of that comes out on the 14th, so what's that, Tuesday? So I'll probably play that on Saturday. That has a roulette system, I'm pretty sure. Where... Thancred. Thank you. Where it's like... I don't know if... I vaguely remember playing Crisis Core on the PSP when it first came out. And I kind of vaguely remember there being like a slot machine type combat thing. But I think it involved a deck building, but I can't... Wait, what? Did I die? God damn it, Thancred. Do better at being a tank. Also, it's my fault for not paying attention to my health, I guess. But, you know, still. We're taking one mob at a time, and you can't pull. I don't feel bad yelling at the NPCs about being a terrible tank. He's probably being a fine tank, and I'm just being too reckless. Because I'm not paying attention. But, god damn, these dungeons do drag when you play them when you're not playing them with humans. The buff was pretty specific, so one card was only useful on tanks. So you had to memorize all the cards and remember where to put them. Oh yeah, that does sound kind of tedious. I can see why they brought it down. I don't mind, like, a random element, because I like deck building games, and but yeah, you do have to balance it. Otherwise, you just end up making the. I mean, can I just run past these? Do I even need to fight all of these enemies? Will the door? Yeah, I do, because the door doesn't open, does it? I'd be killing the little guy first, because I figured he was powering up the trees, but... It does seem to be much better just to kill the trees first, because they're not that much... They're not that much stronger. Okay. Second boss, that puts us about halfway through. Was this like a bush dog thing? Okay. As I've learned from last time, just stand where Urianger stands and I'll be fine. I'm not sure what they wanted me to do during that weird chain thing, but maybe it's because I didn't get chained. Sorry, OJ, I wasn't fast enough to get you out of that. You're alright though, just dust yourself off. Yeah, you're fine. Just a flesh wound. So you're going to need to heal a few bit more, I think. There you go. Everyone's topped up now. So is that all this guy's got? Is this... I mean, you know, whatever. Oh, I'm in... Free, I'm free, I'm free. Way. I was like, why can't I dive in? I've got my sword charged up and I can't use my, my lunge attack. Oh, I'm trapped inside some roots. I understand now.
I shall protect thee. Together we shall overcome this.
It's almost dead. Don't die, guys. Oh, it got really big, but then it fell over. I think I was about to do something really dangerous, really bad then, but then it died, so... Good work. Good work, team. Oh, look at that. Man, is getting the other parts of this dress going to be just as difficult? Like, we're going to have to go through an entire dungeon just for each bit. Or is it going to be the crown? The crown takes a whole dungeon. But then, the shoes, they just give us to us. They just give them to us. Yeah, I knew it couldn't be that easy. I was maybe thinking they were going to double bluff and be like, no, take the crown, really, no, take it, it's just take it and go, it's fine. That's it, that's the end of the dungeon, it's fine. There's no big boss at the end of this one, it's just grab the crown and leave, yeah. No, the wolf, the big bush wolf thing, that was the boss. And you beat him, so... Bye. Do your commendations. And then get out. I can't give commendations to NPC characters, but if I could, I wouldn't give them to Thancred. Congrats beat the last boss, Snickers. Yeah, exactly. It's just like they make it seem really suspicious, but then you then just leave and the dungeon ends, and you're like, but there was still a question mark left on my objectives. There must be something left to do, and it's like, no, you're just done. That's it. Can I go over here? No, I guess not. Not yet, anyway. And they're like, no, really, that's the end of the dungeon. It's just like, it becomes this, like, enduring mystery amongst the Final Fantasy XIV fan base. Like, is that really all there is? All the while, Yoshi P's giggling to himself. was nice seeing Yoshi at the Game Awards last night as well. And it was a shame the Elden Ring guys got their Game of the Year acceptance sort of overshadowed. But, well, you can guarantee that's never going to happen again. Jeff Keighley definitely fired someone for that. By what? Oh, did you not see it? So the Elden Ring won Game of the Year award at the Game Awards last night, and as they when they went up to accept their awards, some kid just walked out of the audience and walked up with them, and was just standing behind them for the entire speech. And then after they all did their speeches, he leaned in and said something about... He said he wanted to nominate the Game of the Year award for his newly reformed Rabbi Bill Clinton, which I think was supposed to be some kind of anti-Semitic remark about... I hear it from different people. It's like, I think it's like some conspiracy theory about Bill Clinton and the Jewish community or something. It's some anti-Semitic conspiracy theory that, you know, the less said about the better. But yeah, it completely overshadowed the end of the Game Awards, and Jeff Keighley's like, you could just see in Jeff Keighley's face that he was furious. Like, an intern definitely got fired for that. Like, security were like, we need to get that guy off the stage, but there's no way that we can get that guy off the stage without interrupting the speech, because he's standing right behind Miyamoto. It's like, what do we do? It's like, just wait and see what happens. Maybe he won't do anything. Maybe he'll just stand there for shits and giggles, and then they're just like, okay, you need to leave, when he started talking. Yeah! You can see it in the, you just let some random ass kid walk out. You can see it in the video. So, Miyamoto and the other Elden Ring guys come down from like the left bank of chairs, and he's in the background sort of clapping walking down the aisle in the middle, and he just then kind of joins their group and starts like patting them on the back as they walk past, like as if he's part of the group. Like, it's one of those, like a confidence trickster type things, where he just has just the utmost confidence, and so everyone just sort of goes, I guess he's supposed to be here. No one bats an eyelid. So yeah, it was an eventful end to an otherwise quite tepid Game Awards, which I stayed up for. I stayed up quite late for, because there wasn't a whole lot. Oh, look at this boy. I bet there's porn of him. Yeah, the Game Awards were otherwise quite tepid, honestly. There wasn't a lot going on, really, that was that exciting. Apparently, he might have also... Oh man, my voice is giving out. He might have also... at a baseball game, tricked the camera into... So he held up a shirt. Oh, I've been turned into this. Well, I'll just be over here, guys, until now I'm a frog. Now I'm a frog. Okay, I'm going to stand over here by Orianji until I turn back. There we go. I thought it was an illusion. I like that Urianger is like, this wouldn't fool a child. And then I just walk off the edge like an idiot. Oh, but I love that Minfilia is going really slowly. Can I just overtake her? Yeah. I probably could have just hit the thing from across the gap, in hindsight. Oh, you can't. You do have to cross it. Okay. Alright, it's turned into a big octopus thing. Yeah, I don't need an AoE cone to show me that he's gonna shoot some shit at me when he's that big. Oh, you actually have to be inside the tiny bubble. Ah, okay. I didn't get close. They'd already killed it by the time I got over there. Because I threw myself into the pit like a moron, thinking, oh, this is probably some, like illusion. It was not an illusion. He made a pit. I'm just glad it didn't kill me. That was awfully kind of it. Yeah, there was some neat things at the Game Awards last night, but it was mostly the stuff that had already been announced was just like more of the same. But they did show off Ken Levine's new game, the guy who does BioShock, and I'll probably play it just to sort of, well, I might see how it reviews, unless it's on Games Pass or something. But I do like that he went away for 10 years. He left. Whatever developer it was that made BioShock, I can't remember the name. Left them, went away for 10 years to work on a new game, and he's just made BioShock again. It's literally just, I've just made another BioShock game. It's like, dude, I'm getting the feeling you might just be a one-trick pony. Oh, it turned into a chicken again. And a frog. I'll be back in a sec. There we go. I've been really super useful this fight. But, at least because they're NPCs, they can't judge me. Hey, if it works, it works. I mean, you're not wrong, but the problem is that I don't have any confidence in it because apparently Ken Levine's like really annoying to work for. Like, there's been all these there's been like people in his studio coming out about how he is just like terrible director and constantly like scrapping stuff that's been worked on and asking him to redo it from scratch. Or just changing his mind on the direction of the game. So, I'm not... Where's Alphino? Why did only Alice show up at the end? I'm not like expecting it to be good. Just from the sounds of things, because... Don Trellis. Was that companion? Outdoor furnishing. Oh, great. Thanks. That's just what I need. Oh, I meant to eat my broad bean soup before I came in as well. Oh, well. I could have leveled up even harder. So yeah, like I said, I probably won't, unless it's on Game Pass, I probably won't jump on it. But, you know, I like Bioshock, and this looks Bioshocky, so if it's good, I'll play it. It looks like a Clockwork type Bioshock, so instead of... Instead of, like, injections, you've got, like, clockwork mechanisms that you put inside your hand and stuff. And it's in space, I think. Like I said, just basically Bioshock again. It honestly wouldn't surprise me if Ken Levine ends up being, like, among the ranks of all those video game developers who were, like, highly praised for certain things, and then when they went out to do stuff on their own, just completely whiffed it. Like, the Mega Man guy, can't remember his name, and then Keiji Inafune. Well, the Keiji Inafune, like, The Evil Within was kind of meh, but The Evil Within 2 was okay. And Yuji Naka, who really whiffed. Like, he made a really bad game, and then went to prison, and then has been arrested twice. Like, I think he's probably the worst example of it. Maybe Keiji Inafune was the... Oh, no, Keiji Inafune is the Mega Man guy. Shinji Mikami is the Resident Evil guy. So he went away and did Evil Within, and he was like, yeah, but Evil Within 2 was better. I don't know what he's been doing since. I think he's been working on something. And, who else? Well, Swery to some extent, but Swery's kind of a rogue agent, because he makes all sorts of varying qualities, He makes great games with varying qualities, but then he's left and then made the, what's it called? The Hidden or something? Which was quite good. The Missing, which was quite good. And then he made Deadly Premonitions 2, which was awful. So, mixed bag. Bioshock with more steampunk. Kind of, but, I mean, Infinite was kind of steampunky as well. And, I mean, Bioshock's always been a little bit steampunky, but it's more like Clockwork steampunk rather than their made-up injections or... I don't remember what the power-ups were in Infinite. But it's like there's a scene of... Like, the lady opens up a latch on her hand and puts a cog in it, and that gives her fire powers. It's that kind of thing. It's called Judas. Watch the trailer. It looks okay. But, you know, a trailer, you can make anything look okay in a trailer.
I would have it no other way. Seldom have I enjoyed such sport.
Oh, look how beautiful his eyes are.
We have satisfied thy demands. Wilt thou now satisfy ours?
Of course. Of course.
Jay, I'm going to be honest, I hate this place. I hate this place.
It is, the relic you seek. Yours for the taking. Have care you do not break it, though, yes.
Like, we went to a place where people were literally, like, being thrown out of a tower into the ocean and killed. And I think I hate this place more. Everything here is annoying. It's like it's like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. But I don't even get any chocolate. I just get clothes to dress up Alphino.
Ah, but you, my friend, you are mighty indeed, and pleasing to the eye besides.
And now I'm being hit on by a frog.
More? I want to see more of him.
Yes! Yes! I could watch him forever!
Why don't we just make him one of us? Yes! One of us! One of us, one of us, one of us! One of us, one of us, one of us! One of us, one of us, one of us!
Okay,
idea.
well, looks like I'm gonna have to murder all these frogs.
You may have the crown, but in exchange, we will have you!
Rayon J, do you remember how I said I hated it here? I hate it here. This entire area. Can we?
Wake up, damn you!
Do we have to save this place from the light? Can we just let it? Can we just let it fester? Can we let the Sin Eaters in for a bit and then save it?
You're alive. Thank the gods. I don't know where you learned to breathe underwater, but it's lucky you can.
It is fortuitous, yes. I didn't learn to talk underwater, though, so this is going to be one-sided. Unlike our regular conversations, Advert.
I'm sure you had your reasons. But the first rule of dealing with the Fwath is do not deal with the Fwath. It's said that they are born from the souls of the drowned. Were it not for your little trick, you'd have joined them. Your friends are safely back on dry land, in case you were wondering. They'll be searching for you, I expect.
That is like, haha, we'll drown him and make him into one of us. It's taking a while. He's just breathing. He's just sleeping on. He's having a nap underwater.
That's the royal capital of the kingdom of Vtuber down there. It's seen better days. They were a stubborn lot, the Verbatites. Set in their ways. But once you got to know them, you couldn't find a more welcoming people. It always froze over in winter, being up in the mountains. So we'd pull up our chairs round the fire and trade tales over steaming bowls of lamb stew, while the street lamps burned hot and bright outside. All dead and buried now. Them and anyone else who might remember. Everything we did. Everything we gave. What was it for?
I think it would have been cool, although it probably would have made less sense. But maybe they could do this in a later expansion or something. As if the first was just like a mirror of our world more closely, to the point where like this sunken town was actually like Limsa Lominsa. It's like, oh yeah, this is what Limsa Lominsa looks like now, and you can be like, oh yeah, there's the thing, and there's that guy's restaurant, but now it's underwater and broken. Because at that moment it's just like, yeah, sorry for your underwater town, I guess. Sorry, Albert.
I hope you'll have a better answer than this when all's said and done.
Maybe I just want to see Limsa Lominsa destroyed, I don't know. Why did I imagine Ishgard, of all places, being destroyed? Welcome back, Stone. I'm not streaming for much longer, so just a heads up. Careful what you wish for, you might get your wish. Good! I'd happily see Limsa Lominsa on fire. Although it's my hometown, so to speak, it's... I don't know. It's still fine, I guess. All my stuff's there. Hey guys. I'm not down there, I'm up here. Just finished watching the Jingle Jam Counter-Strike tournament. I Okay, good. Did Jingle or Jam win? I assume it was between the two of them. I'm going back in. Nay, my lady, exhausted as thou art, thou would only endanger thyself. I prithee, rest a moment. There was nothing when we looked. Jack! Were you standing there this entire time? It's like, yeah, I've been here for hours. You guys just didn't notice me. I'm like Drac in Guardians of the Galaxy. I stood very, very still, and none of you spotted me. Jingle Jam is the charity events that last the first 14 days of Christmas. Oh, okay. Well, charity is always good. Yes, I bet they jingled some jam. I hope they jingle all of the jam and raise all of the money for whatever it is that they're raising money for. Christmas. I hope they raise all of the money for Christmas. Dear gods, word not for Soroban's blessing. But I need not labour the point. I am glad to see you safe and well, my friend. Yeah, it's a good job they chose, like, the one of two people on our team that can breathe underwater. Because if they'd chosen any of the rest of you, you would have absolutely died. Have you any idea how worried we were to wash up on the shore only to find you weren't with us? Oh, but I'm forgetting. Here's your crown, your majesty. The Fwaf kept that part of the bargain, at least. Alright, Owleth say. Don't stop having a tantrum. Well, there were certain twists and turns. Our work here is done, with everyone none the worse for wetness. I don't know who Sul Yun is, but I'm guessing it's a fairy. Oh, thank goodness you're still here. It is a fairy. Sul is something amiss. A great big mob of mortals is marching to Ilmeg. Mortals with ugly weapons and uglier faces. They wouldn't happen to be your friends, would they? Oh, they would be. We are friends with a lot of ugly people. Rather the reverse, I fear. The Ulmorian army, I guess. Meaning, we can play with them. As much as you like, but just to be sure, I will return with you to confirm their identities if they are who we suspect. If they are who we suspect, we will require your aid. Feel free to turn them into as many bushmen as you can. It's being sponsored by 11 different charities that just hit 2.8 million. Oh, that's good. Thancred can't breathe underwater, but he can hold his breath for like 30 minutes if I recall. Oh yeah, he did come with us. Yeah, he did come with us underwater on a different thing, didn't he? Because he could hold his breath. Must be all that blitzball. If Alphino is coming, then Alistair will be too, yes? Can't have one without the other, you know. Why are they so obsessed with twins? Alright, just remember, we're not your playmates this time. I'm afraid we must leave the rest of the relic hunt in your hands. Don't worry, I've done this sort of thing before. Indeed you have. Very well, see you afterwards, my friend. How close am I to the Aetherite? I'm close enough that I can stop playing here. I'm going to call it a night there. I'm very, very, very tired. I was going to stop about 2 hours, but we did the dungeon. So, yeah, go, you know. Got quite a bit more done than I would have liked to have just like completely finished this fairy section in one sitting, like I said, but we'll finish it next week. Yeah. I was planning on streaming more Pokemon tomorrow, but I think I'm going to take the weekend off. I've been burning the candle at both ends the last few weekends, and streaming both Saturday and Sunday, and then also streaming on an extra day during the week. And it's... I really like streaming, but it's also... I need just a couple of days just to sleep in and rest my throat, I think. My throat especially is getting really hoarse today. I think I got a cold coming on or something. But I should be back for Monday. I should be back on Monday. We'll continue playing Mega Drive games. I think we can probably polish off the Mega Drive collection, depending on how well I can do Mean Bean Machine. There's apparently still quite a few enemies to go, but I'm a little over halfway, I think. I think I'm in the second half of the game. He's saying we're exhausting. I mean, a little bit. A little bit. It's like, it's like, I don't know, paintball. It's fun, but you do have to stop playing paintball eventually and have a rest. Otherwise, your body just gets entirely covered in bruises and you can't feel your hands anymore. And your lip starts bleeding and you die. Very, very rarely that people die of paintball-related injuries, but I imagine with enough paintball it could happen. If you just keep going from paintball course to paintball course and hiding your injuries, eventually they'll stack up. It's like doing 1 HP's worth of damage over the course of a day. I don't know why I went on a tangent about paintball, but you understand what I mean. I just need a weekend to just kind of decompress, relax, not talk. And also, I got some stuff that I've been like putting off for ages, like with house move stuff. And I bought 2 1TB hard drives in the Black Friday sale, which have just been sat on my counter because I haven't had time to install them. So I'll try and find time to do that this weekend, because I am severely out of space. I don't suppose anyone knows how easy it is to transfer an OS hard drive to another hard drive. I currently have my operating system on a 250 gig hard drive, and it's constantly running out of space. So I was going to transfer it to a 1TB, but I don't know how easy that is. Like in my head, it's like copy and paste, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't work like that. But I guess I can Google it. So I think High on Life is available on Games Pass because mine's updating it. It's 22 gigs, so I think it's the whole game. I think it's available for preload. I don't have any intention of playing it. But I don't think it comes out until next week, does it? Oh, yeah, 13th of December. Oh, I think it's just a preload that's available now. I don't know why I know that it comes out next week. I'm not going to play it, but I just have it in my head that it's not out until next week. But so yeah, no stream this weekend. But I'll be back, like I said, on Monday. And then I'll be back next Saturday, next weekend, for Crisis Core. We'll be playing the Final Fantasy Crisis Core remake. I think it's short enough that I might be able to do it. I could either do it in 2 Saturdays, or I could try and knock it out in 1 weekend and just do 2 back-to-back streams, Saturday and Sunday. I will see how tired I am. I guess it doesn't matter. It'd be alright playing Crisis Core on Christmas Eve, but I feel like I should play something Christmassy on Christmas Eve, you know? Being that it's Christmas. And Crisis Core is not Christmassy. Not very Christmassy. There is a guy that wears red, but I don't think that counts. That's about as Christmassy as I am. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to go and legitimately just go to sleep. So, thanks for watching if you did. I will see you on Monday. Have a good weekend. Have a good night. Have a good meal. I don't know. Whatever you're doing, have a good one. Good night.